Hey, welcome. Question. Have you ever cheated? Have you ever been cheated on? Have you ever been caught cheating? Some uncomfortable questions, aren't they? And the answer to most of those things are probably going to be yes. All right. Most of those things are going to be yes. And the reason they're going to be yes is because that's just kind of human nature, is to cheat. Hi, my name is Tim Burning, and today we're going to be talking about cheating. I like to do a teaching moment with Tim. I'm a high school chemistry and science teacher. And not only in my class do I like to talk about school and chemistry, I like to talk about life. And today we're going to talk about cheating. And cheating is defined as an act of being dishonest or unfair in order to gain advantage of. All right? So has anybody ever done that to you? Because if they have, then they've cheated on you, done something unfair or taken advantage of you in a dishonest way. Cheating is also known as breaking a commitment, okay? Kind of like a lie. You break a commitment that you made to someone. And so most people in their lives, if you think about it, you've cheated and you've probably been cheated on. And in high school, you see that a little bit more, maybe in schools, especially when it comes to assignments. And if you think back about high school and if you've ever cheated on an assignment, and it kind of becomes popular in a sense of it's a way to get things done easily. And there's been a number of years where I've been able to notice that kids were looking under the table, they had things in their pockets, or maybe they had their phone out. And I'd confront them and ask them, hey, what's going on? How come you were cheating? And they might be like, no, I wasn't. And I'd be like, yeah, you were. I saw you. Okay, I'm not going to report it. What I want to do, though, is I want to figure out what's the problem. Okay, and so we'd have a conversation. And a lot of the times the problem was that they didn't want to disappoint their parents with their grades, and they didn't study. And so they didn't do the work on the back end. So they weren't going to be ready for the test. And so the easiest way to solve that was to cheat or to borrow answers from someone else. And in the conversation, we like to talk about how this is really hurting the individual that's cheating, okay? You are missing out on a valuable lesson about what to do when life is hard, what to do when you fall down, what to do when you disappoint somebody, because you have to go through those points in life in order for you to summit the mountain, okay? I had a brother-in-law that summited Mount Everest, and you just can't get there in a day. It takes months for you to acclimate, go up, down, up, down, up, down, until you get to the top, and then you got to come back down. But that's life. You have to suffer through it. And not only do you suffer, but after the suffering, like the seasons, comes the joy. And it just goes back and forth. And so people will cheat at home. All right, how do you cheat at home? Well, at home, you might cheat with your time. What do you do when you go home? Do you spend time with your family? Now remember, your home, your family, there's only a certain amount of time that your family is going to sit together, to eat, to be together before people grow up and move out of your house. All right? Are you cheating with your time there? What about school? All right? Are you in school? Are you taking classes? Are you doing the work you need to gain the knowledge, or are you finding shortcuts just to get it done? What about at work? At work, do you do what is only asked of you, or do you go above and beyond what you're asked to do? If you do the bare minimum, no matter if it's at work, at school, you are not going to get noticed. Okay, you are just doing enough to survive, just enough not to get fired. But who's that for? Is it for you to get that paycheck, or is it for you and that's all you are capable of doing? Okay, because when a promotion comes around and someone's like, hey, let's say, hey, Kevin over there, I think Kevin, no, he really doesn't do more than he should. But Jim over here, or Alicia, they always go above and beyond. They don't have to. They don't get paid any more than Jim, but hey, why not give it to them? They've proven that they're willing to do more when it's not asked. They're not cheating themselves. What about relationships? And relationships can go various ways, but if you're talking about an intimate relationship, cheating, that's a different ballgame. But just cheating with your brothers or sisters, or your family, your mom and dad, you cheat that phone call? I don't have time for that phone call today. I'm cheating myself. I'm being dishonest with myself, saying I don't have enough time to be with my family today. Really, you do have time, okay? Because there's only one thing in life that you run out of, and that is time. Okay, you can run out of money, but you can make it. You can run out of food, but you can get more. Once you run out of time, you can't get any more time. You're actually cheating yourself. And the biggest place where I think people cheat themselves is in the mirror. They look at the mirror and they do not know who they are or what they believe in. All right, they're being dishonest and they're being unfair to themselves. And they break commitments. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a person that's strong and powerful and knows there's greatness within them? Or do you see someone that's just following the crowd, can't think for themselves, not sure what to do with the next move? We have to know who we are first, so stop cheating yourself, okay? Because when you cheat yourself, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have an obligation to become the person you are meant to be. And to do that, yeah, you're going to have highs and lows. And sometimes you're going to cry. But then you find your why. And once you know your why, boom, your life opens up. You have a purpose for getting up. You have a purpose for looking in the mirror. You have a purpose for being with your family. You have a purpose for pursuing life and doing more than is asked of you. All right? But you have to find your why. You just can't cheat to get by. You got to cheat yourself so you can treat yourself. All right? Stop the cheating so you can start treating yourself. Once you figure out who you are and what your purpose is, doors are going to open up for you. You're going to be amazed at who you're going to meet. You're going to hear stories, and you're going to meet this person who's going to meet you to this person. And you're going to connect with this person. You're going to find out that you're becoming someone that you could only dream of. All right? So don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself by telling yourself a story that may not be true. Okay? A lot of people like to say, hey, this is who I am, but your actions are going to really tell you who you are. An apple tree, an apple tree can pretend to be any other kind of tree until autumn comes. Because when autumn comes, that apple tree, guess what it produces? Apples. Not pears, not oranges, it produces apples. And what you produce, what you show people, what your actions are really going to say to the world who you are. Does not matter what you say, it all depends on who you are. And so are you cheating yourself in that realm? Are your actions and your words coming together, or are they different? Okay? And the one thing you got to think about also is how do I treat others is going to be a reflection of how I treat myself and how I cheat myself. If I love myself, I have self-love, I know how to control myself, I have my ego in check, I can love others. If I am cheating myself and who I really am, I'm going to be cheating others because I will treat others as I want to be treated. I will treat others as I treat myself. Okay? So the thing I need you to do today is I need you to stop cheating or recognize where you might be cheating. Are you cheating yourself at home with your family? Are you cheating yourself at school? Are you cheating yourself at work? In a relationship? In a mirror? All right? And by cheating, I mean, are you being dishonest? Are you telling yourself a story that is not true to gain an advantage? Because once you break a commitment to yourself, you got to start over and reset and say, okay, this is where I am. This is where I want to go. How do I get there? Okay? Cheating, it happens all the time, but you can prevent it. And the reason we want to avoid the cheating is so we endure life. We understand the highs and the lows. And there are going to be highs and lows, and that is okay. You are going to be okay. But you got to understand there's no shortcuts. You got to endure the life, enjoy that time with your family, enjoy the time with your loved ones, enjoy that time at work, enjoy that time studying hard, working hard, because why? It's making you a better person. It's not the result. It's not the A. It's not the salary, okay? It is the journey of who you become along the way. And you have a ways to go, and it's going to be an amazing ride. So enjoy it. Don't cheat yourself. Enjoy every moment, and enjoy your day.